What can we make? What can we make? Put a number on it.
Man, I can make about 60,000.
Oh,
in the winter.
Let's get that
in a couple months. 60,000.
60 rack aid.
Rack aid. Yeah, rack aid. 60,000, man.
Oh, let's get this cracking.
Can you picture this? Baby, David, good looking, baby. See why I got another one. I see y'all. Yeah. Can you picture this? You know, rocking with CYPT. Podcast of the D with Clay and the crew. It's like my CTV. They be giving the game out so much, you could take the same route. Especially if you take risks, this YouTube, you make sense.
What up, though? What up, though? You're listening to the CYPT podcast. It's the podcast of the strongest, fastest, most powerful print shop on this side of the Eastern Seaboard. And I'm just Niles.
It's your boy Boogie behind the camera.
I'm Clay, also known as Fearless.
Today we have with us Tight Edge Landscaping, Mr. Taylor himself. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me, man.
No. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
Taking time out of your busy schedule, man.
Yeah.
You told me that you make the world better one lawn at a time.
Yeah, the city better, man. Detroit, man, make the yards, improve the the landscaping on it, on our vacant houses, we got stuff like that. We take pride in trying to bring those houses back and just better the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what's up.
Yeah, making the city better 1 yard at a time.
So how did you start this landscaping business?
It came from a tragedy to a blessing, man. I lost my mom and my dad within, a 2.5 to 3 year period.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, and I used to work for one of the big three. I used to work for Ford. I'm fourth generation. I was in there, and man, when I lost my mom, I just went on a down spiral, man. I couldn't get myself back together to go in the plant, and what I did, I just took some time off to try to grieve and everything like that, and then the landscaping kind of helped me, grieve or whatever, cutting the grass and doing that type of thing, just to help me, get myself together. I don't know if you guys ever. What was it about? What
was it about the landscaping that kept you?
I'm good. Cool? I'm good with the landscaping, man. I got a green thumb. My lawn always been tight. My grass, my flowers,
I need
bushes.
Some pointers, man. You got to get me together, man.
I got you, man. I got you. I got for whatever equipment you might need or whatever it is, or when you don't want to do it, man, we just come take care of it.
Okay.
How did you say you got the name Tight Edge Landscaping again?
Well, man, when I cut my grass, and when you take pride in when you cutting your grass, you step back, you be like, man, that edge is tight.
Right.
So I was like, tight edge. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Tight, yeah, that's it. Tight edge.
So it's something like a haircut. When your line ain't right, your haircut ain't right. And that edge means everything.
Yeah, because anybody can cut hair with a guard on.
Right.
And then, but that edge is what it is. That lineup for sure. Yeah. That's what it is.
You ever see a line on the lawn and be like, oh, no, bro, they ain't even get you together right.
Because we take pride in, in the edge because it's everything. And a lot of our senior citizens, man, in the hood, man, they be real particular about how you edge their grass, man, for sure. They don't want no grass in the cracks of the sidewalk. They be on it. So, I mean, they have really helped me, critique my craft, the senior citizens have.
Is it primarily you cutting grass in the Detroit area?
Yeah, primary. That's because, man, my heart is here.
Okay.
I was born and raised here. I'm going to die here. Detroit is just, this is where I'm from, but we do go outside the city. I mean, we got properties in Southfield, Redford, Inkster, Taylor, stuff like that, but majority of our properties are here in the city.
Okay. So how did it start? What did you start with as far as like equipment and how much, like I know a lot of guys want to start lawn services. So
man,
what
believe it or not, man, believe it or not, I started with a 22-inch little walk behind mower, one edger and one blower.
That's it.
That's all I started with.
Was it just you?
That's it?
No, it was me and my partner Bill. He was like a little handyman, lived across the street.
Okay.
And he would do little stuff around, my house for me, paint, stuff like that. And I said, man, you want to go out and cut some grass with me? He's like, yeah. So he went out with me and we was just cutting a few lawns, man. That's
so did it start like in your local neighborhood, like around the block from you, like neighbors?
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Right on the block, a couple houses on the block, around the corner. And then I reached out to some of my family members, I was telling them, like, I'm cutting grass just to help me grieve a little bit and things like that. So once I started, man, it just started picking up, man. Word got around. I started getting more customers. And then I just put a little money into my business. You have to invest in your business if you want to grow. You got to invest in your business. So I bought a better lawnmower, bought, another weed whacker, and stuff like that or whatever. And then I bought a trailer.
Okay.
And then I discovered, the ride mower, where you sit down and ride. It's different.
What was the progression? Like,
that's what I'm trying to visualize.
You
like,
started
how
with
you,
a blower, and
how
now
you
got all the way up here.
transporting the lawnmower, or like
I
had
had
with a
some
trailer?
rails. Yeah, I had some rails on the back of the truck where you ain't have to pick the lawnmower up.
Okay.
The little rails where you just push the lawnmower up. Mm-hmm. And I kept everything on the back of the truck. But the back of the truck started getting a little loaded. Mm-hmm. You got to have your rakes, your brooms, your dustpan, garbage can, garbage bag, stuff like that. So I needed some more room. So that's why I decided to just get a little trailer. Mm-hmm. To help me, with the equipment and stuff like that.
We were talking earlier. You said that a mentor kind of helped you go down this route as well.
Yeah, he liked to say he ain't my mentor because he's younger than me.
Wait, but how old are you?
Me, I'm 51.
Word?
Yeah, I'm 51.
What type of vampire blood do you drink to keep this young?
No, just water, juice, man. Prayer, man. Just working, staying active, just being healthy. And I got a significant other at home. Just keep me healthy too, So,
right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, man, I'm blessed, man, for sure.
So he's younger than you, but he's still a mentor.
Yeah, for sure. Because he kind of like inspired me. Because he fix on houses or whatever the case is. So he can build a house from the ground up. I mean, like from the hole is dug
straight up
all the way to the shingles on the top of the roof. So, I did some work for him, when I lost my mom to help me grieve. And he told me, he said, man, you in the wrong business. He said, Mr. Ford is taken away from your craft. You need to work for yourself. And I'm like, nah, man, I've been in Ford, over 10 years. I can't just up and leave my job.
Right.
I can't do that. And that wife I got at home, she was like, oh,
right.
You ain't about to quit that job.
No. How much was you making there?
Shoot, at Ford, man, I make about, man, on a good year, I probably make $75,000.
Word.
Yeah, that was
something
money with some overtime.
Wasn't easy to walk away from.
No, not at all.
Was it hard making that transition coming out of Ford and doing your own thing? Did you struggle at first, or did you come out the gate like hitting home runs and making ends meet?
Well, I did both, man, for a while.
Okay.
I did both for about 8 months.
Okay.
You did both?
I did both for 8 months.
So what were your hours at Ford? And
Ford, I worked on C Crew. So C Crew consists of 2 days and 2 nights. So I worked Sunday, Monday night, and I worked Friday, Saturday morning. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was my off days. Those the days I cut on. Mm-hmm. So, I'd be tired. My wife was like, wait a minute. You ain't giving me no time because you tired. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, where's my time? So, I mean, as time went on, God made me choose. Mm-hmm. It's like, it's going to be one or the other because, getting older, getting up there and everything. But I just went out on faith, man. I did. I ain't going to sit here and tell no lies. At first, I wasn't making the money that I was making at the plant. I wasn't making that type of money, mm-hmm. But it was an insurance thing. My wife really, was concerned about because, the big three, they got good medical insurance.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they got great medical insurance, when you go into the doctor and stuff like that. But my wife, she works for Delta Dental. She been there for some years, and I just told her, we just going to get on your insurance.
Okay. Because insurance is a big thing.
Yeah, for sure, man. Because, I got some medical issues I deal with. So it was very important that I had that medical insurance. I mean, it's not the same as the plant because, they don't have no deductibles and stuff like that. But I make the money now. The insurance, I ain't even worried about it, bro. I'm not worried at all.
I want to ask you, do you think that if you didn't take that time away from the plant, that you would have seen that your dream was the route to go, or would you not have been able to see that clarification? It's something about taking that time off and being able to see the bigger picture.
Yeah, because when I started it, in 2019, the pandemic happened.
Right.
So when the pandemic happened, it was I had an opportunity to sit back and analyze things and, take some, different approaches on everything because a guy at the plant named Angelo, y'all know him well because he the ones who, told me to come see you guys because when I worked in a restaurant, everybody had to have a uniform on. So like when I came to y'all to get my business cards, my magnets to go on my trucks, my T-shirts for my guys, my hoodies and everything. So I just started, coming up with those kind of concepts or whatever to help grow my business.
How has that helped? Has it helped you a lot?
Oh, man.
I like to hear these stories.
Yeah, man. I'm going to tell you, the word in the hood is y'all high. They like, man, you mess with them, man, they expensive, man. I said, man, let me tell y'all something. You can't be cheap, man, when you trying to grow your business. The quality, man, it's the quality of work that y'all do to stuff. Like my magnet on my truck, I pay $60 for a magnet. Do you know how much money that magnet generates me before I have to come get another one? Because every time somebody pull up on the side of me, take that number, they'll call me while they sitting me. They'll call right there while they sitting at the light with me.
Really?
They will call and be like, I'm sitting right here next to you. Can you come cut my grass?
That's the power of that magnet.
Yes. So
I heard Gucci was high too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean you get what you pay for.
There you go.
At the end of the day, you get what you pay for. So I mean, everything pays for itself. Like I say, that magnet. I mean, the magnet costs $60. When I go cut somebody's grass, that's $40. I mean, come on, man. How many $40 I make off that magnet? So I mean, but I appreciate y'all guys. Anytime I come in here, I tell y'all what I need. I have it the next day.
Right.
So I appreciate y'all for that, man, for sure.
So coming off of like residential jobs, what about commercial contracts? Do you get any of those, and how do you get those if you do?
Yeah, so it's a guy named Michael Kelly. He works for the city, and a lot of people don't know that it's people that's downtown that to help them get their SAM.gov, get their LLCs, get their EIN numbers and stuff like that. And what I learned was by going to some of the city, meetings that they have for, entrepreneurs and everything that's in the city of Detroit. What it is, man, you just need to have your paperwork in order. And the one key thing that a lot of people don't know is, man, you got to have insurance. So with a commercial property, you got to have insurance, and they want you to have it for up to like $1 million. So this covers if I'm weed whacking and the rock hit somebody's window.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, hit somebody's car window or, an apartment building window and stuff like that. And, man, it's only $239 a month.
For $1 million?
Yes,
What
coverage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, I mean, you got to have, of course, you got to have your EIN, your SAM.gov, and you got to have insurance on your company, to cover you if something was to happen.
Now, when you first started out, did you have all that, or you was just kind of like guerrilla doing it?
No, I was guerrilla doing it. I didn't pop some glass and rocks in the screen doors, and I done had to replace people's screen door glass, stuff like that. Yeah, but it just came along with the game.
So when was it that you decided that you had to go the right route? And would you recommend, like, first start out right, or just make the money first and then gradually go into like getting
I would say gradually go into it, because when it start growing, man, it grows quick. It grows very, very quick. If you do good quality work, the word goes around, because you don't have to advertise too much. When you do good work, man, they want somebody else gonna call you. That somebody else referred, and that's how I go. Yeah, from one person to the next person. Because I started off my first year, man, I only had 16 customers. Now I have 300 customers, residential.
Whoa.
300, yes. And I will also recommend that you have some help, man.
Of course.
You got to have some good help.
You said you started off with, what was it, like 3 guys at first?
No, it was just me and Bill, man.
You and Bill? How many people do you have on your roster now?
I got 10 guys on my crew.
Nice.
Yeah, 2 of them are my sons. I got my brother. I got my cousin. It's kind of like a family thing.
Are those crews split up? Like, is it?
Yeah, I got 4 trucks now.
4 trucks, and it's like, I guess 2 or 3 of y'all in the crew.
Yep. 2 or 3 guys in the truck, and each truck can cut up to like 20 to 25 houses a day.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And what all services do you guys have?
Man, man, one of my guys, one of my workers, he always say, man, we can do anything to your house but babysit your kids.
Word.
we do everything, man. We cut the grass, we cut down trees. I mean, we trim bushes, man. We plant flowers, man. We put down mulch, we lay sod, we put down dirt around your house, we clean out gutters, man. We clean out garages. We do everything, man. We do everything, man. We try to make the city better, man, any way we can.
Do the jobs change with season? Like I know you got the fall cleanup that you were advertising the other day.
Yeah, like when the leaves come down. This is a landscaping business, man. You can make money all year round. That's what I love about it. You can make, in the summertime, you cut the grass. In the fall, you getting the leaves when they come down. In the winter, we get the snow.
Okay.
Yeah, we get the snow in the wintertime. So how we started doing other things was I had to have something for my guys, man, when the leaves are all picked up. And then, in Michigan, we haven't been having too much snow. Mm-hmm. So my mentor was like, man, you got to come up with something for your guys because you will lose them, man. You will lose them. So what we do, man, we start going in the houses. The investors, they buy houses or whatever, and they need to be cleaned out. So we go in there and we clean them out. We get all the, old furniture, clothes, whatever it is, we clean it out. We got some dumpsters, we got dumpsters that I bought. We clean the houses out too. Mm-hmm. So we do that as well. And we demo. Man. We demo them down to the studs. We handy, man. We handy. That's what happens when you come from the hood and come from the mud, man. You got to get it.
You got to learn everything.
Everything, man.
On rainy days, you just chilling, huh?
Yeah, man. Sometimes, man, my wife told me I need to sit down sometimes. I can't sit down, man. I can't. My granddaddy used to be in the garage all the time. We used to be like, what is granddaddy doing out there? The garage is all clean. The tools all organized. But he be out there doing something. That's me, man. You need maintenance, man. You got to do maintenance on your equipment. Make sure everything is running right and stuff like that.
Do you do your own maintenance on your equipment or do you go to a specific place to get?
That's something, man, something I've been saving on. When I first got into it, I was, taking my equipment to, wine guards or a little mom and pop lawnmower, place to get fixed and stuff like that, man. But YouTube University, man.
Get you together.
Get you all the way together, man. So I got tools, man. I fix my own stuff. If I can't fix it, then I'll put it in there. Mm-hmm. But other than that, man, I fix my own stuff. It saves money. Saves you money.
Tell me about. I want to know some of the horror stories that you as a landscaper have seen because I want to know what's the difference. How much of a change can a beautiful lawn make on a house? And then have you seen some that look like they ain't been taken care of in 10 years? How do you even begin?
I deal with that all the time.
Well, how do you even start that, man? I just seen some stuff and the trees everywhere, the grass is everywhere. It's in the house. Like how, for real?
Yeah.
How do you even start with that?
What it is, I mean, we used to use sawzalls. Y'all know sawzalls, the wall sawzalls? Mm-hmm. Man's best friend. What you do is you cut everything off the gate first. You go down the gate, and then you work your way into the middle of the yard. But when you going down the gate, you got somewhere that you can walk. You start down the gate, clear the gate all the way around, and then work your way into the middle of the yard. But man, I just don't want to run into that dead body, man. I just don't. That's my fear, man, of going in them backyards, man. That's my only fear, man, because I found somebody dead, and I called the police about it. And they interrogated me like I had it. Yeah, man. So that's my biggest fear for our guys to run into that situation. I just don't want to run into it.
That must have been a fresh body because you smell a body like.
Man, it was a guy. He was murdered, man. He was in a car. He was around the corner from the house, and I called, and man, they interrogated me like, man, I had killed him or something, man. I said, man, if I had known this, I would have just left him and just kept on going about my business. I swear. That's how they made me feel. But
no.
That was spooky, man. But them backyards, man, have all types of stuff in them, man. Because people, they be dumping in the city, man. They find somewhere they can dump, and they just be dumping stuff like that. So you never know. And when I bid on those kind of jobs, man, I have to up the price because I can't see what's in there.
Talk to
can't
me
see
about
what's
bearding on the job. Now, for those that don't know about landscaping and bearding, what's that like? What is that?
It's a formula that I got from my mentor. And what you do is it's basically off your time. Your time, how many guys you're gonna need to do the job, how much you pay your guys, and how much you're gonna pay yourself or whatever. You are one of the workers on there, and then you times it times 30%. And 30% covers your equipment, your bags, your gas. I mean, the business basically.
So, like, where do these jobs come from? Like, how do you get a bid? Like,
me personally, man, I use social media, man. It's free. I mean, it's free advertisement. And what I do, I film it, man. I talk on there. I show them what it is before. I show them when we doing it, and I show them when we finish.
So it's like, corporations that's looking for guys like you, and where do they like put out that they need someone to do their landscaping? Like, if I was a landscaper, where would I go to find out, how I can win a bid?
The city of Detroit, man, is they do things a lot different than they used to. Like, people didn't want to do business with the city because the city didn't pay like they were supposed to and stuff like that. It's a new sheriff down there. There's some new people down there, man. The city is looking for small companies like ourselves to bid on contracts and stuff like that. It's not easy to get a bid because it's always somebody that's going to do it for cheaper. Mm-hmm. There's always somebody going to do it for cheaper. And I don't believe in doing it for cheap. I believe all my guys should get paid what they deserve to get paid, and the business need to get paid. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's not an easy thing to win a bid.
Mm-hmm. So how do you stay competitive?
What you do is, man, you just keep at it, but don't give up. Because, some guys, they don't get they put in 10 bids and they don't get any, and they give up. Don't give up, man. Just keep going, because when you get that one, it just feels so good, man, to get that one, man.
So it's a website, a city website that somebody can go on and look and see.
What is that? What is that? The recreational department.
Okay.
The recreational department, they deal with like all the parks and stuff like that. But I got to warn you, man, you can't get a city contract, man, unless you got some good help. Okay. Because those contracts are huge. Like, y'all see Payne all over the city. That's because, man, Payne's got help. Them contracts are huge, man. Some of them are huge. They got some smaller ones, but for the most part, the city contracts are big.
Have you ever ran into something that you couldn't handle and had to get some help from somewhere else?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All the time.
Tell me about that.
People say, sub. They use that word subcontractor. Mm-hmm. This is something that my mentor is trying to teach me. Like, you need to, you got access to all these contracts. You can get this. You got all your criteria in order. He said, this is when you need to go and get the guy who's just riding around the hood with that little lawnmower and started off like you. And you say, hey, man, you don't even have to go around and find no jobs. Guess what, man? I got them for you. Mm-hmm. All you got to do is show up. I got them. So, I mean, but you take on jobs sometimes, you just don't know what you're getting yourself into sometimes until you get in it. Mm-hmm. But, that's the best part about being an entrepreneur. You can work all the way to dark.
Perfect.
Can work all the way to dark, so it ain't like you get off at 5 o'clock. I can work all the way till it get dark.
You were saying it about being an entrepreneur. You do have your own schedule. You can chill when you want to.
Oh man,
you can work when you want to, and
being an entrepreneur was the best decision I ever made, man. Other than marrying my wife, this is one of the best decisions I ever made because it's the freedom, man. It's the freedom to go on vacation when you want to. Work how long you want to, work short days. If I don't feel like, working or whatever, I can send my workers out, man.
I was going to ask, are you present on all of the jobs, or is your crew experienced enough where you could just send them?
No, they're experienced. And I'm going to tell you how I do that. What I do is I bring them in my truck. Okay, they come ride with me, and I show them how things need to be done. So when I feel like they're comfortable enough and they've done enough so I can send them out on their own, I put them in their own truck. Because that's how I did my sons. My sons was with me at first. And when my sons got to a point where I didn't need to be with them, I bought them a truck. I bought them a truck. I bought them a trailer. I bought them their own mower, their own equipment, and said, this is your truck. This is your equipment. These your houses. You go take care of these houses. And that's how I do it. That's how I grow my business. That's how I've been growing it. I got my cousin in my truck right now. I'm showing him the game. When he's ready, told him, get him a truck. Kind of subcontract him some houses.
How do you make sure that the job is done right?
Just take, man, 5 extra minutes, man. That's it. Just take 5 extra minutes. When you feel like you're done, just take 5 extra minutes and say, what else can I do so this customer won't complain? Mm-hmm. Just 5 minutes. That's all it takes, man, just to, make sure everything is blown good, blown clean, it's edged right, because you got some customers that's real picky and particular about their grass, and then you got some, they just want their grass cut. So you just got to know who those people are.
I'm about to say, do you have a way of telling that? Because we can tell certain customers before we even get started. So I know. And this is your business. So I know you have a way.
Some of them, man, they'll tell you. They'll warn you.
They'll tell you.
They'll let you know. They'll warn you. Mm-hmm. Some of them, the older customers, they'll warn you. Like, I'm very picky, baby, about my grass.
And they mean that too.
They mean it, man. And that grass wars thing, it's a real thing.
Hold on, what?
Grass wars.
No, what's that?
Grass wars is where when him and him stay on the same block and y'all in the same little radius right here. Yeah. It's a real thing, man. Grass wars. Like, man, if I'm coming to cut your grass, he'll come outside and cut his grass just because I'm cutting your grass.
Dog, what?
Yeah.
Yes.
They like that.
They like that for real. It's that grass wars thing, it's a real thing.
So you said you could be outside cutting and someone else come outside and start cutting their grass.
Yeah, man.
So give me an example on the difference between like a do-it-yourself lawn, how you can tell, it was a do-it-yourself lawn versus a company lawn that did this. What are the tell signs for that?
Probably the blades being sharpened on your mower.
That's key.
Yeah. The blades being sharpened on your mower. You can tell if somebody sharpened their blades on their mower or not because the blades of the grass, how the grass look. Like, I don't have no grass here to like show you.
No, but you can tell.
So how often should you sharpen your blades?
We sharpen ours like once every 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
But y'all cut a lot of lawns. So
yeah,
if I'm a homeowner, and should I like if I was cutting my own grass, right? Should I sharpen it like once a year, once every season?
No, I mean, some guys, they cut their grass like, man, like four maybe once every 4 days. Depends on what type of grass, how you grow your grass. Mm-hmm. If you fertilize your grass and stuff like that, all depends on how fast it grow during the rainy season. But I would say if I just had to, I would say once a month, man. I would just sharpen my blades once a month. You don't even have to take them off your mower. You just get you a little grinder, man. Tilt your lawnmower back. Yeah, just tilt your lawnmower back and just sharpen your blade a little bit. That's the key to the cut, man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the key to the cut.
And
them blades.
And did you say it's 5 different blades for a lawnmower?
Man, for the ride lawnmower, man, in the commercial walk behinds, it's 5 different blades, man, that you put on your lawnmower. You can put on your lawnmower.
What do each of those blades do?
I haven't used all of them, but I've used 3. I used 3 different ones.
What's the difference?
So the one blade we use in the springtime. So the spring, it's a lot of rain and the grass is kind of soggy. So it's the type of blade that you use for that time. Then it's the regular blade that you use during the summer when you cut. And then my favorite is the gator blades. So the gator blades, they have claws on them. Oof. So they like this. They made like this with the claws. And what this does when you doing the leaves and stuff like that, it mulches the leaves up real, real fine, and you can't even tell they in your grass.
Perfect.
What does aeration do? When they take those little plugs out of your grass, what does that do?
What it does is it gets the moisture, the moisture, the seeds, if you're putting seeds down, it gets it underneath the soil. So when you do that, it like just creates holes where, water can get down in there, nutrients, fertilizer and stuff like that. It just gets down in the soil.
When's the best time? I don't know what aviation is.
Yeah.
Aeration. What is that?
So you ever seen like those little plugs that come out the grass? You see look like little turds on your grass.
Yeah, it's just a machine. Yeah.
It goes down in the grass and pulls a plug out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, you use the machine. Now, they rent them at Home Depot for somebody who want to, do their own. But I'm going to tell you something. That's a man's machine. That ain't no little boy machine. Nah. That's a man's
When
machine.
is the best time to do that? The beginning of the year?
Yeah, springtime.
And that's it?
In the springtime. That's it. You don't have to do it once a year.
Okay.
And then you don't have to do it every year neither. So, I mean, once you get your grass to where you want it or whatever the case is. You don't have to keep on, doing that. I just started this year. I just started thatching. So thatching is basically it's a machine that pulls up all the dead grass, like all the brown grass about your grass.
How is it doing? How is it doing that?
It works like a lawnmower. Man, you have to see it to believe it, because you would think it would pull up all the
everything.
Grass.
Yeah, that's why I'm.
It don't.
Just
Man.
the dead
It don't even
grass.
pull up the dead grass. Only the brown grass. And people do that. They do that at the beginning of the season,
No
and they do
way.
it at the end. Yes, man. And it just gets out when you be thinking like, man, I got a beautiful lawn. I run that thatch across your grass. You be like, man, did I have all that dead grass in there? Be like, yeah, man.
Fertilizer. Do you have the liquid fertilizer, or do you drop seed?
No, I use the powder, seeds.
Okay.
Yeah, I use that. I don't. In order to get the liquid, this law, man, that they got. You got to have somebody on your team with 2 years experience to use the liquid. So how can I get somebody that's had 2 years experience on my team when I'm the boss? I'm the owner. I haven't had this, so I can't go take a class and learn and do it. I have to have somebody for 2 years experience to come in to do that in order for me to get the license to do that for 2 years. I don't know, man. That's
You can't even get the license unless you have the experience behind you.
Yes. So I
Is there
just
a
gave
test
up. I
or
gave up
something?
on it.
How are they doing that?
I don't know, man. I just gave up on it. I only use what I know. I use Scott's, man.
Okay.
Scott's fertilizer. I just use that. What I use on my lawn, I just use it. I just give, advice to my customer. This is what I use. We can put this down.
So they got different kinds, right?
Oh, yeah, man. They got fertilizer for the spring, summer, and fall.
And then they got one like this, like universal. I just pick up the one.
Just pick up the one bag. No, the burgundy bag, man. The burgundy bag is for the fall.
Okay.
The burgundy bag is for the fall.
All right. I'm getting these tips, like watering the
Yeah.
grass. I see some people watering the grass early in the morning, some late in the evening.
Well, they say you don't want to water your grass when it's 90 degrees outside.
burn it up.
Burn it up. So you want to do it early, or you want to do it in the evening
Okay.
when the sun getting ready to go down.
Okay.
That's the best time to, water your grass or whatever.
I'm still really curious about this machine that he said. You
The
yeah, so it's
thatcher.
a man's machine. Why?
Oh, you talking about the aerator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh,
Why
man.
you saying you got it? Like, I would have
It's
known.
heavy duty.
It's
like,
heavy duty. It's self-propelled.
Yeah.
And
It'll drag you.
Yeah, man. It'll drag you
It'll
around.
drag you.
Yeah, it will drag you around if you don't, if you don't manhandle it. One of my guys was telling me, man, you need to do aeration. I said, man, I can't do everything, man. I can't do everything. But yeah, the aeration, man, that machine is something else.
And so in the winter, you got plows on the trucks.
Yeah, I got two
You got
plows
them
now.
all? Or just
No,
two
I got
trucks?
2 trucks. I got plows on, but that's when that subcontractor thing come in.
That's when that come in.
That's when that come in because I got the access to the contracts. And what I do is I go get the contracts, and then I find me somebody who got the plows. And then I say, man, how much would you charge me to plow this when it's snow? Oh, man, give me $100. And my contract might be for 3. So I'm making $200, and I'm not doing nothing.
I know you weren't going to put a plow on that big pretty truck you just bought.
Man, I
out
bought
there.
that big. I bought that big pretty truck. I'm about to put a plow
About
on
to
that
put a
truck.
plow
said,
on
"I'm
that.
about
It
to.
makes
About
money.
to. I'm about to put a plow on that
makes
truck.
sense. So it's going to pay for itself.
Oh, no question. It's a $70,000 truck, but hey, that truck gonna make me, man, probably $500,000 before I get rid of it.
So you plan on doing that like right away for this winter?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, man, for sure. It's a diesel, man. Come on, man.
How much do one of those plows cost?
A good plow, it all depends on the length that you want. So if you're doing a big old commercial lot like Walmart or something,
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna want to get like at
your
least a
truck can
12
handle
footer.
that.
Oh yeah, mine's can handle, but I like just an 8-foot plow. Something I can do like a residential house or something. Because somebody showed me a trick about the residential houses. What you do is you back up in the driveway. You back all the way up in that driveway, drop your plow down, push it straight out into the street.
Done.
Done. Somebody do the sidewalk. Somebody do the steps real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, I got big snow blowers. I got the big snow blowers, heavy duty. Ain't nobody using no shovels like that. I mean, we use them for the steps, but when you got 300 houses, you can't be
So would you say?
Shoveling.
messing around. No, man.
Would you can say? Well, could you pay for a plow in one season?
Absolutely. It depends on how much snow we getting in, how many customers you got. But like when we had those big snows or whatever the case is, it's hard to get off a block sometimes, man. Because, you know, they hear them snow plows out there and, you know, snow blowers going. They get to coming out the house, man. Can you do me next? Can you do me next? But, you know, we do a couple. But, you know, we got people who
already are waiting on you.
Yeah, our regular customers. This year, I told my son, I said, man, I think we only going to do 100 houses, though, as far as, like, the residential.
You're choosing that.
Because somebody got to be first and somebody got to be last. And, you know, for some people that got to get up and go to work, they stuck in their driveway. And you just can't get to everybody, you know, right away. So I think I'm going to limit that, and I'm going to do a little bit more commercial than residential this year.
How many commercials are you doing versus your residential?
Well, I got 6 commercial properties.
Okay.
So, I mean, far as like cutting and stuff like that, you know, they apartment complexes. They all, you know, around the city, whatever the case is. And then I got a few churches that I do. So, I mean, they, you know, if it's not Sunday, you know, and it's snow, you just got to make sure the snow is cleaned up before service. So if they have Bible class you know, if it's like snow on Monday, you good. Because, you know, service was Sunday, it's Monday. They ain't come back to the church till Wednesday. Yeah, you good. So, you know, passing them down, they don't be complaining about that as long as you have it done when they got to come into that building. So that kind of helps out.
So what's like your vision for a Tight Edge for the next like 5-10 years down the road?
Man, I'm really focusing on getting away from me personally cutting the grass. I'm going to leave that to my son. I think I'm surpassed that. I want to get into like the pavers, man, and, you know, designing people, you know, fire pits and stuff like that in their backyard and stuff like that, man. I want to really get into something like that. I think the grass cutting, I've mastered that. I know how to, you know, generate the business for that. So I just want my son them to, you know, grow on that. I just want to try to, you know, venture off into something else. But of course, I got to be the master at it before I can show it to them.
Have you started doing any of that?
No, I haven't, man. But I'm definitely that's in my vision for the next 5 years. Okay, because it's so much potential in the city, like with all these apartment buildings and stuff that they building around and stuff like that. They building the city up. So I want to be a person who can go out there and, you know, design that deck and that patio back there, you know, and make that $200,000 off one project, because it's a real thing for sure.
How did you get your son to get involved in it? And my only in the experience I've known, sometimes the son really don't want to go into the family business. How did you?
It wasn't easy, man. Not for my youngest son, because my youngest son he had allergies real bad.
Oh.
He had allergies real bad because, like, when I used to cut the grass, we had an abandoned house next door, you know, to the house. So I used to have him, you know, cut that grass, you know, practice to get him to learn. And one day, man, he swole up. He swole up real bad. And my wife said, "You trying to kill my son?"
Oh, my God.
He outside with the grass or whatever. So, I mean, no, but the money, man, it's the money and the freedom.
The money make it real?
The money make it real. Because, you know, that my sons, I'm going to take care of them, man, you know, so. They work hard. It's not easy cutting grass in 90-degree weather. Right. In the summertime. It's not that easy. People think it's easy. And when we out there, the landscapers, we give each other the nod. And we respect each other, because it's hard, man. Being out there 80, 90-degree weather and, you know, cutting grass, it's hard work. It's not that easy.
What time do you start your day?
7 o'clock. In the summertime. Like now we starting around 9:30, 10, because at this time of the season it's frosty in the morning. The grass is wet, stuff like that. And then you don't want to run that mower on people's grass and it's wet and damp. You damage their grass. So you gotta wait.
Sleep. Like
no, man, the summertime, man. We out there, man. We out there early.
How many days?
We just started this season trying to just do 5 days, man. Trying to do Monday through Friday.
Y'all was
but
out
if
there
it rain,
every day, wasn't y'all?
Yeah, but if it rain, man, you got to work the weekend.
In.
Yeah, you got to work the weekend. But you know it's football season now, baby. Saturday and Sunday, we trying to watch football.
For real.
We ain't trying to be out there. But I mean, we do what we got to do. You know, if it's work that calls, you know, for the weekend, we pop out. But I don't make it mandatory for, you know, my workers to work the weekend. They got their freedom to, you know, jump on this project if y'all want this extra money. Some of them say, I'm there, and then some of them be like, No, like my son, they like, nah, pops. I'm on weekend. I'm keeping my weekend to myself. So
You wrapping it up, heading home about what time?
in the summertime, man, maybe 8 o'clock sometimes. I just purchased 2 lots down the street from my house on the same block. I just fenced it in. So I got all my trucks and trailers down there now. I'm in the process of building me a shed. It's 16 by 24 to keep my tools in there because Mama said she want her backyard back and she want her garage back. Because he said, you look like Fred Sanford back here in his backyard.
Not Fred Sanford.
Man, I used to have, trucks, trailers, wheelbarrows, spare tires. Man, all my equipment used to be in my backyard, man. I mean, I had to keep my stuff somewhere I could keep it safe, man. Yeah. So it was behind the house. And I bought a lot, next door to my house, and it's all fenced in. So I got a little compound at the house. So I got a little compound, but man, I tore the grass up. It was bad back there. But I just laid sod on one side. I'm gonna do the other side next summer.
Okay. Yeah. You've got to let everyone know how they can get in touch with you.
Oh yeah, man. I'm all over social media, man. My name Jerron Taylor. Tight Edge Landscaping at on Facebook and Instagram. Right now I don't have a website, man, because let me tell you something about a website. You get a website, man, you worldwide. And one thing I do not do is take on more than what we can handle. Because what happens is when it rains, you get backed up. If it rains for 3-4 days, and we got 300 customers, and we supposed to cut 75 customers a day, guess what them 3 days?
Oh.
It's 200 customers need to be cut. So you're not going to take on more than what you can handle because when you get backed up, it's kind of hard and difficult to catch up. So
would you say you maxed out now?
No, I probably can take on another 100 right now, another 100 customers because we got 4 trucks and 4 trucks at 20 houses. We can do 100 houses a day and we got 300. So if you think about that, we can do the 300 houses in 3 days.
So what would be the solution for that if you did get a website and you did, get an influx of customers? What would you do?
Oh man,
I know you thought about it.
Yeah, I haven't been funded yet, man. I've used my own money for my company, but I heard it's like a lot of grants and stuff out here and stuff like that. I just want to be prepared, man, when I go and get this grant money and get this free money and, asking for this money or whatever, and this is what I need. And I would just, get more trucks, get more equipment, get more people and take it on, man. I would take it on. I'm ready for the challenge. I'm not afraid of success. Some people are afraid of success. They be scared and afraid.
Honestly, every time you come in, you're telling us about how your business has grown. Like every single time you've leveled up, and I really like that about you.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. Some people say everything I touch, I turn it to gold. But
you got a good positive story every time you come in. New contract, Clay.
New contract, bro. New trucks, new everything.
Yeah, you got to invest in your business, though, man. You can't take your profits, man, and go and do this and do that. You got to put into your business. Like they say, 5 years. So next year be my 5th year. Next year be my 5th year.
You've only been doing this 5 years?
That's since 2019.
Yeah,
since 2019. The big 3 was all right money, man. I've learned we've been brainwashed. Shout out to all my people that's still in the big 3, but they told us that was the dream job. That ain't it.
You would never go back.
Never. My body feels a lot better, man. Not standing up all night, the crazy hours, the long hours and stuff like that. I eat lunch when I want to. I go on vacation when I want to. I stay on vacation how long I want to.
Those are all pros. You got any cons?
Oh, man, everybody's dream is not yours.
What you mean by that?
I guess I can say everybody don't eat, drink, sleep, tight edge like I do. They work for me, but they dream is not mine. So I can't really instill that in them. I just got to say, okay, they just want to be, just a worker for me or whatever the case is. They don't want to take it to the next level. They just, but I want to take this as far as I can take it.
You make it seem so easy.
It's hard, man. It ain't easy, man. I just make it look like that, man.
You do, man. You really do.
I do, man. But you got to have a passion for whatever you're doing, man. You got to have a passion for that, man. If you don't have no passion, it ain't going to work. And don't think it's going to be an overnight process, because it's not going to work overnight. It's not. It's not, man. You got to do your homework, do your due diligence, man. And I'm not afraid to take criticism, and I ask a lot of questions, man. I drill my uncles, them. You can ask them, man. I drill them on everything. Any and everything I need to know, I call them and ask them. But the type of guy I am, they look out for me. They tell me. And if they don't know, they'll go find out and they'll tell me.
Where does the passion come from?
Probably the entrepreneurs in my family. Like my uncle, he owns a concrete company. He was telling me, he was like, man, you should work for yourself. Because he quit. Man, he was working for Ready Mix and driving a cement truck. And he did that back in the 80s. And they was making like $28 an hour. And back then, that was
in the 80s?
In the 80s, that was good money. And I was like, you about to quit that job? He said, man, I'm about to quit this job because these Mexicans coming over here laying this driveway telling me they're getting $10,000 for laying this driveway. He said, I need to be them. I don't need to be the guy bringing the cement. I need to be the guy laying the cement. So I mean,
your whole family's entrepreneurs.
Yeah, man. I got plumbers, man, roofers, electricians.
No, you ain't even.
But I'm not
choice.
And me and my cousin Glenda, we the only landscapers. But she kind of up there. She been doing it for a while. She not doing it on the scale that I'm doing it. But yeah, for sure. But the landscaping thing is definitely my thing for sure.
You ever use your cousin like a subcontractor when you need some help?
She got a security business, so she got her tools and fuse that she held on to and stuff like that. But she don't have the manpower like I do. Like I have 10 guys, but I have other guys that want to get on. But I have to make sure that my guys that's been with me since the beginning, I have to make sure that they fed first. And then when I expand a little bit, I bring another guy on the team. I bring them on maybe 1 or 2 at a time. Because remember, they got to come with me first. I got to show them the ropes.
How long is that training process?
It all depends. Because if you're a person who been cutting grass all your life, it's not going to be that hard for you to adapt to it. Because I use, top of the line equipment.
No, I'm somebody who ain't never touched a lawnmower. Can you turn them into a pro?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Man,
how long?
Man.
And how long?
2 months.
2 months, he a pro.
2 months Rocky montage running up the stairs with a lawnmower. They ready to go.
2 months. I got them. 2 months. Because
that's really quick, man.
I use the top of the line equipment. Man, listen, you can't be out in the middle of cutting your grass and your equipment go down. You can't make no money. So you got to invest in your business.
How would you say equipment has evolved since when you started landscaping? Because like even us here, when we do designing, it's some things that our programs can do that last year you couldn't even dream of. So
man,
what type of things?
Man, I just bought, in January, because this is the best time. If anybody want to buy a lawnmower, the best time to buy a lawnmower is in January and February.
Why is this?
Because the snow on the ground and the lawnmowers is cheaper.
Ooh.
They're cheaper.
And in your opinion, what lawnmower should I begin?
I use
regular homeowner.
As a regular homeowner?
Yeah. Not a
Toro, man.
Toro.
For a regular guy, at home cutting his own grass, use Toro. Toro's a good brand of, but for that rider, man, I use X-Mark, man. X-Mark, because X-Mark, they got 0 downtime. And what that means is, if I bought this riding lawnmower and something goes wrong with it, Weingart's got 1 hour to get me this lawnmower back on the road and get me back out there cutting grass.
What you mean?
They got 1 hour.
Like a roadside service, they're going to pull up on you?
Listen, no, you have to take it to them. But if they don't have it done in 1 hour, they have to give me a loaner. And the loaner is the same exact mower.
No way.
That I brought in there to use.
They charging you a pretty penny for that, though.
Yeah, man, listen, I spent $35,000 on 2 ride lawnmowers in January. $35,000. Yes, $35,000. And the one that I have now, it's got a bagger system on it. It's got a vacuum bagger system. Got 3 bags on the back. And it was $20,000. But guess what? I ain't going to have to do no raking with these leaves when they come. Y'all boys seen I just came and got them 1,000 flyers.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah. I'm about to put those flyers out in Rosedale Park. I love Rosedale Park, man, area over there. Oh, they ain't got nothing but trees on their block.
Yeah, man,
how far away do you think artificial intelligence is? Or I think it might be already here where you see a lawnmower just cutting the grass itself. Like, is that?
That can't be too far fetched.
I think it's out now.
No, it might be, but My thing with that is, what if you got this person that got all this stuff in their backyard? They got all these flower beds in the backyard. They got their dog, house over here in the corner. All these
rocks over here.
Yeah, this flower bed over here.
Today I was downtown, right? I seen a Grub Hub little box on the ground. I guess it had food in it with an antenna, and it was looking across the street. And when the cars moved out the way, the little thing just, I guess it was delivering food.
We saw that when we went.
I was like, wow.
No, they was doing that. When me and Lance, we went to K-Pot and everything, and there was like the robot would take you to your seat, and we was like, the what? And then for real, like it got our menus, it took us to the seat and everything, and it really looked like it was part of the staff. When the staff would be in this way, it would be like, excuse me, stuff like that, trying to get by. But I don't think it has that. How you said you said the whacker, or how you can.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I don't know if they got that yet.
No, they ain't got that far yet. They haven't got that far. But I do want to transition to electrical, lawnmower equipment and stuff like that. It'd be cost efficient.
Battery operated.
Yeah, battery operated. Because they got a lawnmower. I seen a walk behind lawnmower. It got like 6 batteries in it. And they said, my man said it can cut up to like an acre of grass before it needs to be recharged. That's a lot of grass before it needs to be recharged, man.
One more question before we let you go. Now, inflation has definitely been on the rise. Have you changed your prices?
I had to, man. I had to, go up $5 on the cut. Because it used to be $35, now it's $40. And it all depends on, the house, because the house on the corner, you $10 more, because the house on the corner, you got that side.
I was about to say.
You got that.
Mine's 50. Mine's is 50.
The house on the corner getting bad. I think he got to pay more taxes too.
Oh yeah,
pay taxes for this street and this street.
Oh wow, man, yeah, because you got that strip of grass going down the side, and then you got the grass inside the fence, outside the fence, so it's a little bit more grass. So but yeah, we had to go up, man. Everything is up. Bags is up.
You got a lot of grass.
Yeah, rakes. Shovels. everything is up, man. Let me see, like. Last year, I bought a lawnmower, same exact lawnmower, man, $300 more. I said, what's different about this one? Nothing. Not one thing. It was $300 more. Same mower, man. I was like, wow.
I don't know. I'm about to do that for my new iPhone, so I guess I understand why.
Yeah, inflation, they say, man. I don't know, man. If my stuff go up, I just got to charge the customer a little bit more money. It's just business. That's all. It's nothing personal.
It's just business.
It's just business. That's it. At the end of the day, that's all it is. Just business.
Mr. Taylor, I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to be here with us, man, and let us know how tight edge landscaping is.
Tight edge landscaping.
Tight edge landscaping.
Yeah, man.
It's changing Detroit.
Yeah, man. 1 yard at a time, man.
1 yard at a time.
Is that your motto?
That's my motto, man. 1 yard at a time, man. Because y'all done rolled by some of these bandos, man.
Man, look.
Yeah.
Man. But, hey, we got investors that's coming, man. They invested in our city. Man, I found out, man, it's people in Israel own property here, man. They auction these houses online. I can give y'all some stories, man, about the investors from out of town, how the city play them sometimes. They'll show them the front of the house and won't show them the back.
No way.
And the whole back
man, burnt up. So we had a guy, man, he wanted us to board his house up. Said he was on his case, he needed the house boarded up. So we get there, we tell him it's going to be such and such amount of money. He like, why so much? I said, well, man, for one, the back of the house, man, it's burnt up and it's not safe in the inside. So we got to, carry these boards up the...
Did he know?
No, he did not know. So
you were the first one to tell him that.
I took a picture and I sent it to him. He was literally crying on the phone. Because the front of the house, beautiful. Back of the house, burnt up. And then we felt some type of way because it was a house that 2 kids had burned up in the back. It was a space heater at that house or whatever the case is, and 2 kids that burned up in the back. So we was already so emotional about, the house anyway. But I told him, he was like, man, they did not show me the back of the house. I said, man, when you got this house for $1,500, it should have been a red flag.
Yeah.
It should have been a red flag. The house, I mean, this nice house, man.
1,500.
1,500. That's all he got it for when he got it, you know, on the auction online. But the back of the house, completely burned, gone. It was gone, but.
Well, Jerron, man, it was a pleasure having you, like I said, and man, we got to come do this again.
Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna come back in a few years and tell y'all.
Yeah, because I can't wait to hear how you progress later on.
I'm gonna try to get my son on 500 houses next year for the summer. That's how many cuts I think they can handle 500.
And when you're ready to wrap that brand new truck you just got, let me know.
Yeah, I'm using it for my ride around right now. So I can't,
yeah, you flexing in it right now.
Yeah, I can't do that right now. Maybe my decks were bad when I get something else.
Well, when you put the plow on there, ain't all that flexing gonna be gone out the window.
Yeah, I'm be trying.
We put the advertisement.
Hey man, y'all pray for some snow for me, man. I need one.
What?
Of them. Yeah, pray for me, man. I need that storm about them 20 inches. I need one of them. Just one.
Yeah.
Well, the snow gonna be here for
what a year look like that when you making money like that? What a good year look like? Good season, should I say, in the wintertime. What it look like?
I haven't even broken it down from season to season. It's just like
I'm talking about just the snow.
A yearly. Oh,
just
a snow thing.
What can we get?
Because this is Michigan.
Yeah, man.
What can we make? What can we make? Put a number on it.
Man, I can make about 60,000.
Oh,
in the winter.
Let's get that
in a couple months. 60,000.
60 racket.
60,000, man. I could do that with the snow.
Wow. Bands. All right, there it is.
Thanks, man.
Boogie.
You have just listened to the Can You Picture This podcast? The podcast for the strongest, fastest, most powerful t-shirt/print shop on this side of the Eastern Seaboard. You can catch us in the heart of Detroit, Greenfield and Grand River, Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Our address is 14223 Greenfield Road, Detroit, Michigan 48227. Our phone number is 313-273-5000.